All right, what's going on, everybody? For those of you that do not know me, my name is Hunter, and today I will be taking you on a tour of the 2025 Leprechaun 260DS. Now, that DS is going to stand for dual slides, so you're going to get two slides, and even though this is predominantly a couples coach, a classy motorhome is extremely nice because it has that overhead cab, and this one happens to have one that has 800 pounds of rating. So even if you are a traveling couple, with a young kid or something like that, you can bring them along with you, or you can just pack rat a ton of stuff. Now, the Leprechaun RV is going to be more of an entry-level camper, so you're going to have, low cost. You're sitting on an E450 chassis, but they do a really good balance of saving money while still remaining a quality product that is aesthetically pleasing. So by request, it was asked that I read the specifications out loud. So while I am doing that, I'm going to overlay and give you a nice little brief introduction to this unit to make sure it's something that you want to watch. But hit that like and subscribe button for daily RV content. Let's go ahead and start reading the specifications. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the tour. All right, so again, it's the 2025 Leprechaun 260DS. It has a wheelbase of 190 inches, GVWR of 14,500 pounds, GCWR of 22,000 pounds, GAWR Front 5,000, Rear 9,600, fuel capacity of 55 gallons, LP tank capacity of 68 pounds, exterior length 27 feet 5 inches, exterior height 10 feet 11 inches with an exterior width of 100 inches, a freshwater 50 gallons, gray water 31 gallons, black water 31 gallons with an awning size of 18 feet. I'll catch you on the outside. Let's get this thing going. Okay, so here we are now on the outside. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about that introduction. I'm trying to accommodate people's requests, and if you have any of your own, feel free to let me know. But again, it's the 2025 Leprechaun 260DS, a Class C motorhome under 28 feet. So, I mean, let's talk about all the places that you can, zip in and around. This is really not too much longer than, just a massive truck. Well, I guess that's not true. It is much longer. However, it feels just like you're driving, a massive truck. So getting in and out without being, white knuckling, terrified driving, this is a great entry into a Class C. Sitting on an E450 chassis, so you're going to get plenty of power there to kind of zip around, which is always nice. But I think aesthetically on the exterior, they didn't do anything crazy, but it looks really nice. The Leprechaun is actually one of the most popular brands on the RV market for people who like to rent them out because they are cost effective and the engine, lasts nice and long for you. You can really kind of beat it up. Now, this one is going to have the dual ACs. However, it does come standard with one AC. So if you are wanting two, make sure to make it be known and make sure that there's a second AC up there. Not every sales guy, will tell you if you just call in, to buy one. But this is kind of what it's looking like on the outside. Obviously, you got your bumper, your backup camera there on the back just for added safety when you're pulling it around. But let's go ahead and go on the inside, then we'll work our way around the outside. We'll probably spend about 15 or so minutes here touring this thing, giving you all the information that you need to maybe go check it out on a lot to decide if you want to purchase this. If you do need help with that, down in the description, I'm going to put a link for a a location that you can reach out, some trusty people that don't do any of the BS fees and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to have a slide out right over here. You're also going to have a secondary slide for the bed. That's also going to be a 7 or 80-inch long queen bed, which is nice. So residential style bed there. But with the slide, not only do you have access into the bedroom still, but it also opens it up to those rainy days. If you're ever trapped inside, it just kind of stinks. But this one, you got plenty of places where maybe you can sit down, play some cards, whether or not it's just, you and Honey Buns traveling, or if you're solo working on the job, you can get some work done there. Or if you have kids, talk about a great place to sit down, play some Uno, some cards, whatever you would like. You're also going to see you have oversized recliners, which as a bigger guy, I am a roundy. There's also flats out there. It's either extra space or just enough space, which is really nice. I mean, as a bigger guy, I can appreciate a bigger, seating arrangement. You're also going to have some accent lighting, heat and massage, extend and retract at the click of a button with 2 cup holders. The windows are also all going to be tinted, and I think they did a really good job with the aesthetics. I know it's nothing too crazy, but I think that really looks pretty nice. The window opens up for a good breeze, and you have a draw-down shade right there where you can get your Dracula on, block out the sun, keep some nosy eyes out, do everything that you need to do with that. Now, let's talk about a Class C. What makes a Class C a Class C, in case you don't know, is basically that overhead cab. So like I was saying kind of in the introduction, or at least I think, depending on which version I use, because you boys stumble in some words, 800-pound weight capacity, maximum load capacity up here, which is incredible. Right now, I got the safety net up, but to take it down, it's as simple as just doing a seat belt, and then obviously that is very easily removed right there if you don't need the net. But I'm one with we got 4 kids at home, so it'd be nice just to have that just in case they do a little bit of wandering at night. Obviously, you got a place where you can hook up a ladder, which is actually going to be located right there to get up into it. But 800 pounds of capacity, so you could sleep multiple kids up there or store seasonal storage. I mean, just a ton of stuff. You're also going to get a 40-inch smart TV, and you notice how it's on that little arm. It's because you can swing it all the way out to right here to get a good view, maybe while you're sitting down, sitting at the dinette, or if you're over at the theater seating. You also got the Steam or Stink Sucker 3000, so if you got little grandkids up here tooting up the place, you can zip it on out, and you'll, never know about it. So that's always nice. I got a 3-year-old. Her favorite thing seems to be tooting next to Dad, and that would be perfect for her, the old toot sucker. You got USBs right there for any charging devices. I also like the fact you do have cup holders and a little plastic tray for any knickknacks. Plus you got, some place maybe where you could shove away some books, or, maybe like a smaller blanket, something like that. This window also opens up for a good breeze there too as well, so it's really not going to get stuffy. Lighting control will be right here. And then below the cab, this centerpiece, by the way, you can obviously get this and move it out of the way. I'm not going to go too much into the chassis because that's something you really got to kind of feel out for yourself. But E450, I've driven, a handful of them. They are a comfortable enough ride to where it is totally acceptable. But obviously, you're not knowing that you're not in a truck like some of them. Like that Mercedes chassis is pretty fancy, but you're paying a premium. You got everything that you need, set for cruise control, yada, yada, yada. Basic kind of work truck system up here. You're also going to have a little touchscreen for radio, maybe bowling guns if you can see it, bada bing, bada boom. And then this is going to be your rear view mirror, which obviously, since you can't see out the back, that's where that back camera, which I'll show you on the exterior portion, really comes into play. But plenty of storage, plenty of plug-ins, heat, AC, obviously the works there. We're back over to this dinette. You're going to get a little bit of storage here up underneath. You also have an outlet. This table will also, come down if you need it to. And then let's see what's underneath here. Yeah, okay, perfect. So that's going to be like a little flip over table. So that way, you can turn this into some sleeping space. So I like to see that. Then obviously you got your belt plugins for your seat belts if you're, traveling down the road with guests. This is going to be on a roller as opposed to a piece of just flat wood like some of those brands will have too. So again, even though it is more of an entry level, a little bit more of a cost-effective unit, it is not cutting corners to the point where you're pulling out your hair. Massive window over here for hopefully great views. Me and the wife were talking about going out to Redwood or down to, I think they call them the Antelope Slot Canyons down the Grand Canyon. She's never been out west. We've never really been able to afford traveling before. And I think we're going to start doing it. So I think that is going to be awesome for me and my wife to experience. I could totally see us, renting one of these out and skedoodling around. So right here, you're going to have a refrigerator disconnect switch so you can save up some battery power, so turn it on or off. I also like this refrigerator because it'll run off the solar. So there is a 200-watt solar package that you can get with this as well if you're doing a little bit more boondocking. Obviously, it's got a generator, 4500, that'll power this sucker up. But, a little extra power from the sun never hurt anything. So if you're sitting here at the theater seating, you saw how you can get a brewski here. You can also access the freezer. But now if you're cooking and, mama needs a brewski, boom, open it up from this side, making life just a hair easier. You're also going to get, some storage. And I would probably like to see some adjustable shelving in the future. But, I don't hate this one bit. I mean, I'm talking like all your cereals and, You know, I'd probably DIY kind of like a little spice rack or something, you know, over on the wall. I do really like this backsplash, however. Very nice looking, pretty darn fancy. It's a little trip there, you know, on your eyes. You got the light, the fan, the 3-burner here up top, and then you're also going to have the convection air fryer. We use our air fryer all the time. I've been trying to lose weight, which if you guys have been watching me for a while, it's a struggle of my freaking lifetime. I go up, I go down, I go all around, but I've been doing air fryer green beans. Things are freaking delicious. Big fan of that. I don't know why I shared that, but it's pretty cool, I guess. Round stainless steel bowl with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles, along with the kind of power tower right here. Mini USB, 2 GFCI outlets, and then a charger up top. But I mean, boom, you put that down and you're good to go. Now, what it is lacking is countertop space, obviously. You know, you barely got enough room for a coffee machine. So they tried to overcome it a little bit with a little snap-up extra countertop space. I don't hate it. You got to do what you got to do. Pull-out drawers right here. I take it back. That's where my spices would be. And it's soft close. Plus you have some access here underneath the sink with a little storage, maybe for like, you know, like your cleaning supplies and whatnot. But what do you guys think here so far? I mean, pretty darn cool unit. Big fan. I think it looks really nice. I'm a big fan of the decor. They went light, bright, but also like tan. So it's kind of like tri-tone on this one. I think it's pretty darn snazzy. You got the HDMI, so that way you can hook up to the TV. A couple more USBs, little sneaky peek storage. Probably put like my manuals in there, but it has a pretty good lip, so like some books or something would be great. You also have the ability to get 4G LTE or 5G, so you can call up like AT&T or Verizon and get that cooking for you. Right down here is going to be your fuse box, but also, you know, some of your control panels for like your awnings, your solar amp charge controller, your battery disconnect, your different stabilizers will be down here as well. And then up here is going to be more of like the RV control. So like, you know, your generator, your slides, Wi-Fi, tank heaters. So that's going to be nice if you're camping somewhere, you know, a little bit cooler. You can use this a little bit longer, which is nice, earlier in the spring, later in the fall. Be nice and handy for you. So that'll kick on, you know, 32 degrees, smoke that thing on there, ready to go. Tankless on-demand Fogati hot water heater. So as long as you have propane, you have instant hot water. Right there is going to be your heat and AC control as well. I also like how they have a little lip there. I think that's nice to have a little bit of a larger one over by the door in case, you know, whoever's driving is a madman or madwoman. Mad, I tell you. Got a little closet right here. You know, you can hang clothes and use that to help you. A couple more pull-out drawers, and those actually go out pretty darn long. I like that. So I would use that for all, like maybe like my socks and boxers and, you know, things of that nature. And then my wife would get all the rest of the storage. Little dual access into there. You also got a little privacy door right here in case you do bring, you know, some guests with you. And again, this is going to be a queen bed, and this is the kind where the slide comes in and the base stays where it is. So you will, basically the slide comes out, this goes over it, but that way it allows you to have more room here in the bed, but you're going to fold that up when you go to bring in the slide, so the mattress doesn't just push up against the wall. Probably not the end of the world if it does, but you know, just in case, you never want to crunch anything. Outlets and USBs right down here along with the 12-volt plug-in. Let's see if there's one on the other side. There is not over on that side, so that is something that I probably would like to see, you know, maybe be changed there in the future. But you are going to get some countertop space on either side. Another window, again, with the Dracula shade. Keep the nosy eyes out. And then some overhead storage. Second 15K AC, again, optional. So make sure you got it if you want it. You have the emergency exit. So pull, push, and plop. And you can get out in a hurry in the case of an emergency. And then right over here, you have a little bit of storage. And I would guess that's probably... I don't want to guess. I'm going to figure out what that is, and I'm going to let you guys know. This right there is where you can plug up the TV. So you got all the appropriate plugins, you know, for that. That's probably going to be access to some shower maintenance, I would imagine, for like the shower miser or something. So here you are into the bathroom. And head height here, by the way, even though you had to step up, it's still like 6'3". And in there, it's going to be like 7 foot, 6'10", something around, you know, that area, just so you kind of know for reference. You're going to have the porcelain foot flush throne, which, babe, if you're watching, I love you. And then right here is kind of like a little pull-out countertop. It does come completely out. It's a separate piece. I'm not sure what it's for, but you know, in the bathroom, at least it would be for some extra space. But I'm kind of curious as to why you can pull it out the whole way. Nice little kind of medicine cabinet area. You got a nice little mirror for the old bowling gun, baby. And then, you know, you got a shower. I mean, who doesn't like to shower? Stay clean, baby. Right here, and I also like how it's anchored up. Some of them are like midway through. I like how it's anchored up a little bit. Places for your soaps, your shampoos, the shower miser, which if you're not familiar with that, you basically flip this and it doesn't allow water to come out. It circulates in your tank until it is warm, so that way if you're boondocking, you're not wasting any of that fresh water. Now the shower is going to be a little bit on the shorter side. I am 6 feet tall again. You're probably looking at about 6'1" to 6'2", so you're taller folks, you might be kind of doing the old neck crane. You also got the, should you seen Ace Ventura? Might have noticed that. Hang a towel on me. And then right here, you know, plastic, keep down on weight, keep down on cost, access to your plumbing. Not too bad. I mean, drop a comment, let me know what you think. Now we're gonna head around the outside, just spend a couple moments to show you where, you know, everything is. But again, it's the 2025 Leprechaun 260DS. Is this a pot of gold? Or is it just the cereal? Oh, feeling like in a goofy mood. But okay, guys, so just in case you missed it the first time around, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, will be down in the description. But again, it's sitting on the Ford F450 chassis. Classy motorhome with the overhead cab. I really like those soft glow lights. I think they are just looking really, really sharp. You also have a side camera right here, one on the other side, and then one heading out the back. But you're also going to get the extra, like, expanded side mirrors, which I'm a big fan of. The awning, I think it's, I might have read it, but I think it's 21 feet going across. It's also going to be the Solera 3000 series. So if you do get the solar panel up top, that 200 watts, if you opt to get that option, you have the ability to move that out, you know, on the battery, which obviously that'll help, you know, charge up your battery a little bit. A little bit of storage there. You know, nobody's complaining about a little bit of storage there. You also have a TV, so that's going to be a nice 32-inch smart TV with the built-in, you know, JBL speaker. You're also going to get a screen door and a place where you can hold this door, you know, in case you're in some high winds. More storage. And then this is the back end of that hot water heater I was telling you about, the instant hot water heater. You're also going to be prepped for solar on the side if you choose to get it. Outlets, and then I like this. I mean, there's two legs. I only put the one just because I didn't want to mess with it time-wise. But what a great little prepping space. You know, if you're getting the fixings out for burgers, you know, and whatnot, you also have a little spray port right there as well if you need some exterior water access. Here on the back, what is nice about this too is if you need a little extra squeak-through room, that back bumper, because it is bolted in, you have the ability to actually detach your bumper, which is nice. I mean, I don't know how many people would actually do that. However, having the ability to do it is pretty darn snazzy. You also have a 2-inch receiver with a 4-way flat. You're also going to see that that is going to be your backup camera, and you are prepped for the Lippert on-the-go ladder system. So if you're not familiar with that, it's basically an expandable ladder. You saw it up there in the front seat, but it attaches on. It's like $300, and it goes all the way down, so that way you can check your seals, check your slides, make sure everything is on the up and up. Now this one does have the slide toppers installed on it, which is really nice. If you're parked under a tree, the debris won't be able to land on the slide. It also, I would assume, helps out with some of the heat because it hits that as opposed to the top of your slide, and then the air kind of gets whisked out. It's an extra little you know, barrier for you. So again, 12-volt tank pads as well, so that way you can camp earlier or later. I love this little storage area. You know, you also got access to your low point drains, which will be located, you know, right down there. Unleaded fuel, so it's your gas. This is going to be kind of like your docking station, if you will. You have your city water connection, you know, your drain, potable, and then you also have your black tank flush, which is going to be a sprinkler system for your poop tank. This is going to be where you plug in the unit and your exterior shower. Now, you got a little bit more storage there up underneath. Let's see what this is. Actually, not sure what that is. Oh, auto generator start. That's kind of cool. Run hours, all that. That's pretty darn neat. I haven't seen that before. But again, I'm not overly familiar with the motorhomes. Giving you a nice little overview, I suppose. And then right under this door right here is going to be your 4500 Jenny. But all right, guys, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Leprechaun 260DS. Hope to see you next time. See you.